Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings. Today we're diving into Sonnet BioTherapeutics Holdings, and let me tell you, their latest report is like a roller coaster you didn't pay for. Things are looking a bit shaky for them, but before we spill the tea, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below for more in-depth discussions. So what's this Form 8K all about? It's a current report, kind of like an moment filing. Companies use it to announce significant events that could affect their stock or business. This one's dated May 30, 2025. The big news, Sonnet BioTherapeutics received a notice from NASDAQ, the stock exchange, saying they're not meeting the minimum requirements to stay listed on the exchange. Think of it like getting a warning that your favorite store might close down. Specifically, NASDAQ wants companies to have at least $2.5 million in stockholders' equity. That's basically the value of the company if you subtract all its debts from its assets. In their report for the quarter ending March 31, 2025, Sonnet showed only about $662,000 in stockholders' equity. That's way below the required $2.5 million. It's like showing up to a party with only a fraction of the money you need to get in. Now, there are other ways to stay compliant, like having a really high market value, which is the total value of all the company's stock, or making a good profit. But Sonnet doesn't meet those either. For now, their stock is still trading on NASDAQ under the ticker symbol SON. It's like the store is still open, but with a big going out of business sign hanging up. NASDAQ is giving Sonnet 45 days until July 14, 2025 to come up with a plan to get back on track. If NASDAQ likes the plan, they might give Sonnet another 100 and another 180 days to prove they can do it. But here's the catch. There's no guarantee NASDAQ will accept their plan or that Sonnet can actually pull it off. If they fail, their stock could get delisted, which means it would no longer be traded on NASDAQ. Now, let's jump to another important part of the filing, other significant events. Here, Sonnet is updating its risk factors, basically a list of things that could go wrong. They're adding a new risk factor about the possibility of getting delisted from NASDAQ. It's like saying, hey, we might get kicked off the island. They repeat that they don't meet the other ways to stay listed, like having a high market value or making a profit. Again, they warn that if they can't get their stockholders' equity up, their stock could be delisted. If that happens, trading would likely move to what's called an over-the-counter market. These markets are less regulated and often have fewer buyers and sellers. Also, their stock could be classified as a penny stock, which comes with extra rules and regulations. It's like going from driving a regular car to driving a beat-up old clunker that needs all sorts of special permits. The company admits that being delisted would make it much harder to raise money, hurt their stock price, and damage their business. It's like admitting that getting kicked off the island would be really, really bad. The report was signed by Donald Griffith, the Chief Financial Officer, on June 2, 2025. Therapeutics is in a tough spot. They're not meeting NASDAQ's requirements and they're warning investors that things could get worse. On the one hand, they're working on ways to regain compliance, and they have some time to do it. It shows they're proactively addressing their issues. However, their low stockholders' equity and the risk of delisting are serious concerns. It's hard to say if they can turn things around. They will really need to improve their equity to ensure business health. In conclusion, Sonnet BioTherapeutics faces a significant challenge to maintain its NASDAQ listing. The company needs to demonstrate a clear path to improve financial health to reassure investors and meet exchange requirements. Alright, that's our breakdown of Sonnet BioTherapeutics' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.